So I'm going to start doing that for all classes. So. Alright, we're going to get started here. And we're going to skip our warm-up and just go straight to our lesson. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't think. So, I don't. I am out. I have to borrow from a friend. So, we are going to be looking at percent change today. If you just changed into this class, you've done this lesson before, that's fine. Just make sure you take your notes, because notes are worth points, just like before. So our percent change formula, this is basically the formula we're going to be working with all today. And what it's going to do, it's going to help tell us how much something is changing by as a percentage. And our formula is absolute value, original amount minus new amount, into absolute value, and then divided by the original amount. Good. And what this formula is going to do is help us find how much something changes. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this little story problem right here. They're basically all story problems today. They're not super tough story problems. We just got to read through it. So it says a coat is on sale. The original price of the coat is $82. The sale price is $74.50. What is the discount expressed as a percent change? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my formula up here. So I'm going to take my original amount minus my new amount, and I'm going to divide everything by the original. So when I look through this, what's the original price of this coat? $82, right? That's my original. But it's on sale for $74.50. That is my new amount. All I'm going to do is fill in my different pieces of my formula here. And I don't want to forget these little bars on the sides are absolute value bars. So I'm going to go absolute value of original, which is 82, minus my new is 74.50. Weird 7, I made it, but oh well.
They'll have to do.
Yeah. And my absolute value bar is there. And the whole thing is divided by my original, which is 82. The reason we have absolute value bars is because when we talk about percent of change, if we don't have absolute value bars, we might get a negative percent, and we don't want negative percents. We just want percent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this whole thing into Desmos. So let me get Desmos going here. If you give me just a second. And I kind of got to do some rearranging on my my record thing here. Make sure, nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay. So, I am going to plug this into Desmos. And I'm going to do it basically just like I see it. So it's absolute value, 82 minus 74.50. And then the whole thing is divided by 82. So I'm going to go here to Desmos. And the absolute value bar, make sure you guys are following along on your own Chromebook here, is this little one in the A right above the ABC. So you type it in and your bars pop up right here. So I'm going to type in my formula, 82 minus 74.50. Oh, missed my decimal. 450. There we go. And then I'm going to hit absolute value bar again to close it. That way I'm making sure this piece is by itself. And then I still need to divide it by 82. And I get 0.091. We are always going to start off getting a decimal today. Pretty much always, at least. There might be one, like a tricky one. But I get 0.091. So let me go back here to my my notes here. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still kind of getting used to this. There you go. Alright, so I got 0.091. It says, what is the discount expressed as a percent change? Have we made a percentage yet? No. So we got to make it into a percentage, but it's pretty easy. To make this into a percentage, I gotta find my decimal, which is right here, and I'm gonna move it 2 spaces to the right. I'm gonna go right once, twice. I'm gonna move my decimal right there. I now have 09.1 or just 9.1. I don't really need that 0 up front. I have 9.1. And then after I move my decimal, I just need to put a percent sign on the end. That's how we go from a decimal to a percentage. We move our decimal right twice, and we add a percent sign. And that's it. So this is 9.1%. It's on sale by 9.1%. I think you said like right here. Yeah. And then our notes paper is up front. The printer was being weird, so it's 2 pages. Only one side up. Grab that for you now. Alright, so we're going to practice a couple more of these because this is basically all we're doing. So let's look at store buys an electric guitar for $295. The store then marks up the price of the guitar to $340. What is the markup expressed as a percent change? So same formula for everything today. It's going to be absolute value, original minus new, in my absolute value bars, and then divided by my original. So when I go through this one, my original is what it says the store buys the electric guitar for at first. That's my original. Then it marks up the price to $340. That's my new. I just need to fill in these 2 pieces into my formula here. Absolute value, $295, minus my original is $340. Then the whole thing is going to be divided by my original, which is $295. Alright. So I'm just going to plug this into Desmos like I did before. Let's see, it was, let's see, absolute value $295 minus $340. So I'm going to go here and hit my absolute value bar, $295 minus $340. Close that absolute value bar. And then everything is divided by $295. Alright, and I get 0.152. I get 0.152. I'm going to go back here to my notes. 0.152. Do I have a percentage yet, though? No. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before to get this percentage. I'm going to take my decimal, I'm going to write once, twice. And when I bump it over right, I just have to add my percent sign at the end. It is 15.2%. Alright, we're going to do one more before you guys try a couple. So in 1 year, the toll for passenger cars to use a tunnel rose from $3 to $3.50. What is the percent increase? You guys know what a toll is? It's
Oh, I know what it is.
you have to pay money to use like a bridge or something usually, or sometimes a tunnel. If you guys ever go to, I think it's the Dalles.
Yeah.
You cross the river by the Dalles, that's a toll bridge. You have to pay $1.
That bridge is scary.
Yeah, it's kind of a scary bridge. My wife and I did that a couple, 4 or 5 weeks ago. We didn't realize it was a toll bridge. We didn't have cash, so we had to write a check for $1, which was stupid. But
we paid in quarters.
yeah, that's a better idea for it. So on this is kind of a, I don't know. There's not a lot of toll bridges or anything around here, so I don't know if $3 and $3.50 is a lot or not. But I thought $1 was a lot to cross that bridge. But oh well. So same idea though. So help me out in this one, Robert. What's my original amount?
$3.
What?
I said $3.
Yep. Which makes Joyceline. What's the new amount?
$3.50.
$3.50. All right. Now I got everything I need. Zoe, what's this gonna look like on the top part inside my absolute value bars?
3 subtracted by 350.
3.50. Yeah. And the whole thing is going to be divided by what, Sophia?
3.
Yep. Divided by 3. Now all I have to do is plug this into Desmos. So 3 plus it in here. We're gonna go absolute value 3 minus 350. Whole thing is divided by 3. We plug it in and we get 0.166. Alright, move back here to Desmos. Excuse me, my notes, not Desmos. 0.166 right there. When you do this today, I want 3 decimals. I want 3 decimals today. Normally it's just 2, but today I want 3. And then we're not at the percentage, right? So help me out, Dylan. What am I going to do to make this a percent?
Move the decimal 2 times to the right.
Okay, how many times?
2.
Yeah, 2 times, right. Once, twice. To get 16.6. And I got to add my percent sign. 16.6%. Not too bad. So I think it's your guys' turn to try a couple. So, let me think. Help me out, Jared. Would you read this first one in the box for us?
So Sweet Kicks are on sale for $134.90 when the original price is $184.50. Where's the discount express as percent?
Alright. So what I want you to do is on your own, try this one in the box. And then check with your partner or somebody sitting by you, see if you get the same answer. And then somebody can do this on the board for us.
Is it me?
Somebody. I don't know yet. I'm going to use my calculator and pick somebody random.
Pick something
Mm-hmm. Random.
Ransom.
No, not Branson. I'm not going to pick him. So I'll give you a minute to do that. I gotta finish attendance while you guys are doing that.
You just got it mixed up, that's why. The original price is 100.
It's 184 because it says
No camera, no
Sweet
receipt.
Cakes are on sale because it's on sale. This is not the original, and this is the original.
Yeah. Hey, no headphones, Dylan. Take them out. Nice try. All right. So we're gonna have somebody do this one on the board for us, and it is Alex. Did you write this on the write the formula with your numbers built in on the board, and then just use it? All right, Alex is gonna write this one on the board for us. That's fine, just keep going. Just write small.
By Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Gulky's
That's small.
awesomeness. Read question 2.
Alright, on this one, it was a little sneaky because they gave us the original price second. So my original is $184.50, and we're going to end up subtracting $134.99. So watch out, that was a sneaky problem. We're going to divide the whole thing by
Oh, wait,
What?
our original again, our one.
The original and this one?
Well, what was the
Which
original
one are
though?
you talking about?
What was the original price?
It's
I don't want to use
That's fine, fix it. So, you just cross out the bottom part and write the 184.50. So, it was kind of sneaky on this one. My original, they wrote second, or they said second for us. We have to watch out, because we are actually going to do divide it by 184.50. Alright, and
I don't know.
okay, type it in. You got it. Alright, we're gonna get point 0.27270. Just only 3 decimals only. And my percentage is
What?
where'd that 4 come from? There we go.
Where did 7 come from?
27%.
We
That's
got
good.
26.8.
Yeah, she accidentally typed in 0.99 instead of 0.50.
Okay.
Which is okay. Alright, let's do one more like this. So let me see.
Mr. Gulky, get out of here.
No, man.
No.
Allison, read this one for us. You're
Huh?
complaining. Read this one in the box, second one for us.
Okay. You have been playing basketball for several weeks, and your average points per game is 16. This week, though, you've been distracted by Mr. Gulky is awesome. Okay. Then you average points per game have slipped down to 11.5. What is your percent of change? Oh my gosh.
Alright, find the percent of change. Find your percent change here. Same idea, a little bit longer problem, but it's still the same type of thing.
Wait, so is it the original price again?
Yeah, original minus new divided by original. Mm-hmm.
So which number do we divide it by?
Divide by the original.
What's that?
16.
I don't know. What number do you start with? It might not say it in the right order.
What's the decimal?
You just gotta read it.
Yeah. You're good. I'll give you about another 30 seconds. I'm going to have somebody else do this on the board for us.
Did you get 28?
Yeah.
Is it me?
But not me.
You'll see. The calculator chooses.
It's hard to write on that. No, it's not.
All right. If you're still working on it, finish it off. Robert's going to do it on the board for us, though. Just write the formula and then give me your final answer.
I have some pretty bad.
I don't care. Just do it. You'll be fine.
Just do it.
A little lower, though. Where we can, yeah, right there you go. All right, you got this, Robert. I believe in you. All right, so we're going to do absolute value of...
Hold on.
That's a... Actually, I'm not sure, Robert. You might need to change this a little bit. Absolute value of 16. That's our original 16. Minus 11.5.
Pretty good handwriting.
What is that?
It's just really big. All right, whole thing is divided by... What are we dividing by?
Oh, here's ribbon.
Let's go get us some mouses.
Not right now. Once I'm done with my lesson in like 10 minutes.
There we go.
All right, and then what's our final answer? Finish it off.
Are you sure you want to see this?
I do. Finish it off. Finish strong. You got this, Robert.
God.
They're completely changed.
28. Keep going. Finish it off. Point 1. And
What is that?
28.1%. Nice. Nice job, Robert. That's
Great.
legible, I guess.
Damn, Robert, that's some pretty good handwriting.
I can't even.
What is that? 28?
Hey man, give me some slack.
28.1%.
Dude, that's
Are those supposed
So
to
for
be
everybody else who can't read Robert's handwriting,
Yeah.
Me.
28.1%.
I can totally understand that.
There you
It
go.
is the third
All right.
So it's.
So we're about done. We're just gonna practice one or two more real quick.
Oh my god.
I'm
sure
So
my
on
whole
this
life-
one, it's gonna be some in-class problems again. Except on this one,
What is that?
what you're gonna do is there's just one other piece. You're gonna determine if this is an increase or decrease, and then you're gonna find the percent of change. It's really the same thing. We just have to say, is it increasing or is it decreasing? So look at this first one. If my original is 55, or excuse me, if my original is 50, my new is 55, is that an increase or a decrease? Is it going up or is it going down? Which means it is on increase. Increase means we're going up, decrease means we're going down. So all we're going to do is say, is it increase or is it decrease? And then we're going to find the percent of change.
Are we supposed to write this on the back?
there should be 2 papers. If you remember, it printed weird, so there's 2 pages. If you don't have this page, go grab it from up front.
I grabbed like the same one.
Yeah, there should be 2 pages up there. If you don't have this one, grab it from up front. The printer was broken, so I had to print it to the computer lab. Alright. Okay, so we're going to go through, and we're actually probably going to do a couple of these. But on this part, there's one extra piece. It's not super tough, though. We're going to say, is it an increase or is it a decrease to go from my original to my new? So am I going up or am I going down? If I'm going from 50 to 55, I'm going up. That is an increase. So I'm going to go increase. And then I'm going to give my percent of change, which we just worked on the whole time. And we see, I don't know, it looks terrible. Let me try that again. So you're going to say, is it an increase, is it a decrease, and then we're going to talk about it.
How's the first one increase?
What's my original?
50.
What's my new?
55.
Did you go up or down? Up is increase.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, increase is up, decrease is down.
So it's not the answer, it's the divider and dividend.
So there are 2 pieces. You're going to tell me, is it increase, is it decrease? And then you're going to give me the percent, which we practiced the percent. We didn't practice the increase or decrease yet, but I think you guys can handle it. I believe in you. Remember, increase is up, decrease is down. And so let's actually just do the top 3. Let's not do these bottom 2, save a little bit of time. I guess you got lots of extra practice then. So just do the top 3. Tell me, are they increase or decrease? And then give me the percent of change.
Oh, we're doing that.
Really?
What do you mean percent?
Basically, it's
What are you doing though?
More get you caught up in a minute. Our formula
The bottom?
for all of these is absolute value of original minus new. Divided by. So we're doing plugging in our numbers into that formula, and we are finding the percent. So we're plugging these numbers and we'll give it to decimal, and then we'll change it into a
I
percent.
got 0.1.
Oh,
There's
two of these pages I did.
Yes.
It's 13.
It was 2 pages.
We got that.
Yeah,
percentage.
would that be 10%?
So it's 0.1%. 1%?
It's on the very bottom.
Go me right now, I'm asking you right now. Tell me now.
Put you in a minute, be patient,
Oh
Susan.
my.
Like,
Yeah, it should be.
Whoa.
I forgot about that.
From there. That's how you
So the first 2, you're going to get kind of weird answers. We're going to talk about those. They're a little weird. We're going to talk about them in a minute. The third one, though, is just like normal. I'll give you about another minute. Finish them off. Give me a second. Let me calibrate this. Really? One more time. Sorry, I'm trying to calibrate this so we can actually write on the board. And don't use my tablet I'm doing terrible with. No, I don't want to calibrate that one. Yeah, one last time.
30.8%. I'm probably wrong. Oh, my
Alright, I'll just use my tablet. Okay, so let's look at this first one. Hey, Kyle, help me out. What did you get for the decimal on this first problem here? What was the decimal? Not your final answer, but your decimal. On that first set of problems. What? You're so quiet, Kyle. What? What do you get for your decimal?
And then next time, I'm set up right.
Alright. What'd you get, Jared, for your first decimal?
0.1.
We get 0.1, right, for this decimal? Alright, is this a percent?
No.
So we're going to make it into a percent. So when I move, I have to move this right twice, right? I move it once, and then when I move it a second time, there's nothing there, right? So when I jump in empty space, I add a 0. So when I move this right twice, I actually get 10 point nothing. I guess 10.0. Specific, but I go right twice, and I get 10.0. And then I add my percent sign after that. Or I can just have regular 10. I don't need that decimal in there. I can just do 10%. So when you jump an empty space, add in a 0. So now that we've done that, the second one here should be a little bit nicer. Let me go through. Juana, what'd you get for this decimal on our second one? Good?
No, I didn't do that one.
Alright, help me out then. Is this going to be an increase or a decrease?
What is the third one?
Yep, decrease, right? Because we're going down. Alright, so I can put that in at least. Decrease. Alright, Trayton, help me out. What decimal did you get for this one right here? Second one.
I didn't get decimals for it.
Oh, what'd you get?
I don't know anymore.
Alright, Zoe, what decimal did you get?
0.3.
Yep, 0.3 or just 0.3, right? Okay, I have to move my decimal right twice, just like before. So I'm going to write once, and I have to jump in empty space, right? What am I going to fill in with that empty space? What did we just say?
0.
What did we say, Richie? What do we fill in with this empty space right here?
0.
0. So when I fill it in, I am actually at 30%. Not 3%, 30%. So this was a 30% and it was a decrease. And then our last one was like normal. So help me out. Susie, is it an increase or a decrease? Decrease. And Zoe, what'd you get for your final answer? Oh wait, no, you changed spots, sorry. I meant Allison. Alright, I used the old spots.
I got 12.0%.
Yep, 12.0, we're just 12%. It's my bad, you guys changed spots. 12.0%.
Oh my god.
Alright,
We didn't have to change spots.
Go back.
Oh, man, I'm still in the same
flip
day.
around.
Why don't you get rid of this whiteboard? It's like
I know, it's annoying.
Alright.
Alright, that is it.
turkey arms.
That is it. So, you guys will have your exit ticket. The exit ticket will be in Socrative.
And so factor.
Exit ticket will be in Socrative. For those of you guys, when you look at this, these are some actual numbers. I used to work at Kmart before I was a teacher when I was going to college, so I got some actual numbers there. You can kind of read about them. Yeah. So, do these on your paper. You're gonna answer them in Socrative in just a minute. I'll put it on there, and then I will put your guys' homework on the board. And you guys have the rest of class to work on this. Also, I'm gonna get you guys set up on Google Classroom for those of you guys who switch classes. So give me a second, I'll get you that too.